All right, guys, we are back for another commentary episode, and today we're continuing with the tradition that I started a few weeks ago. Starting with episode 4, we have made our way to Return of the Jedi, and I'm joined today with a special guest, Josh Rodriguez from WDW Crawls. What's up, dude?
What's up, bro?
Are you excited?
Yeah, man.
Is this your favorite Star Wars movie?
Hell yeah.
It is? That's your favorite one?
One of them.
One of them? What's your all-time favorite? If you had to pick one Star Wars movie to watch forever. Empire? All right, well, we're not doing Empire. Sorry, dude. We're doing Return of the Jedi.
Hey, it's all
good.
And
if you don't know how this commentary works, what we do is we'll just talk along the movie, talk about some behind-the-scenes stuff, talk about, like, maybe the first time you saw the movie, like fond memories of it, whatever you want to bring up. Things you do or do not like about the scene. And this one has a lot of the special edition changes to it, which I'm going to rag hard.
Yeah.
Because this is my favorite Star Wars movie, but it's the one with the most and the worst changes. There's so much horrible, horrible things they changed in this movie. So we're on the main menu now. I just hit play, and eventually it'll work.
Let's do this.
So what they do is have you ever listened to one of these? Have you ever listened to one of my commentaries doing these? No?
I think the first one.
Okay. So they're going to time it up with the movie, and they're going to watch the movie while we watch the movie. And then we're just going to talk about it, and it's going to be fun. There are no boundaries except no swearing, because family-friendly show.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing I am, it's family-friendly.
I'm all for it.
All right, so the words... Oh, no, I thought the words were going to show up there. Do you miss the 20th Century Fox logo?
I kind of do. I really kind of do. It
makes a
the
difference.
Movie. It makes a big difference in the movie.
See, because now they just show like the Lucasfilm thing.
Yeah.
And it just shimmers away.
All that I like.
I miss it, yeah. It's so funny. I remember when people were talking about Episode 7 coming out, and that wasn't going to be a part of it. I didn't even think about it. I don't even remember like realizing that it was here. Okay, so a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away is on the screen now, and there we go. Now you know where you're at. And in tradition, I will do the traditional reading of the crawl. Or do you? Oh, you know what? You're my guest. Why don't you read the crawl? You read the crawl.
Sure.
Go ahead.
If I can see actually here. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
The Jedi.
Luke Skywalker has returned to his home planet of Tatooine in an attempt to rescue his friend Han Solo from the clutches of the vile, what is that, Gangster Jabba the Hutt.
Hey, bruh.
Hey, man.
You frozen carbonite, bruh?
Little does Luke know that the Galactic Empire, it's all in caps there, has secretly begun construction on a new armored space station, even more powerful than the first dreaded Death Star.
Death Star.
When completed, this ultimate weapon will, spell certain doom for the small band of rebels struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy.
This is good. Now, the only thing I would change is freedom to the galaxy. Other than that,
I have to space it out.
Sorry, man. Creative differences.
Hey, I'm just following you.
Don't follow me. You're not going to get anywhere following me. I like how the you can see that like it's under construction still. It looks, for some reason to me, it has always looked like way creepier than like the finished Death Star, because like the finished one, like okay, whatever. That one, it's like if you didn't know it was being under construction, it just looked like kind of like it was abandoned. It looks kind of creepy.
Actually, yeah,
or partially blown up or something.
Now here's the question that I have: why are they doing construction outside? Are they like in a bubble?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know.
They don't really talk about that. I would love to see the dark. Like,
I want to see the backstage.
If Marvel, the backstage tour of the Death Star.
Backstory to the.
It's going to be a guest relations cast member going like, so here's where Lord Vader decided that. Vader's shuttle's so cool.
Now, one thing that I really like about this movie is the actual music, the score for it.
Yes. This
is one score that I really like.
It's awesome, man. It's one of those things where you like. I don't know about you, but every once in a while I'll just like put it on to listen to it.
Oh yeah,
Just like be doing whatever and just listening to Star Wars music. I like their helmets. I'll
download the actual soundtrack and I'll put it inside the car.
I bought The Force Awakens and like for 2 weeks I was listening to Force Awakens music, just to score. I like how the helmets that were there a second ago, like Darth Vader's so narcissistic that he had to like have people like, I want you to wear my type of helmet.
Yeah.
He looks so scared.
Yeah, especially with that added gulp.
Gulp. Darth Vader, whackity schmackity do. Lord Vader. One of my favorite things about the extended like canon of Star Wars, like so the comic books and all the books and stuff that I like.
Yeah.
You get a real sense of how ruthless he was, because there's all kinds of stuff that like you see him in the movies and you're like, oh, he's kind of crazy and scary. He was like Hitler in the Star Wars universe, and people don't really think of.
Oh wow.
No, I mean like I'm reading Bloodlines right now, and they were talking about how he had like these like work camps, and he would like with people in these camps, and he would come every once in a while just make sure that everyone was like doing what they're supposed to do. Like
yeah, it sounds real familiar.
Yeah. Sounds real for me.
It rings a bell.
You will take a shower right there. It's so crazy to me that John Williams is like 83 and he's scoring episode 8 right now.
Yeah.
So think about this. Okay, so this shot right here is actually the last part of a deleted scene where they show Darth Vader trying to communicate with Luke Skywalker through the Force, and you see Luke making his lightsaber. Have you ever seen that deleted scene?
Actually, I don't know. I probably have seen it, but I don't remember that because I have short-term memory.
I'll have to show it to you after this because it's really cool. I'm gonna start calling you Dory.
What?
I'll start calling you Dory. What? Elmo? Nemo? This is one of my favorite character designs in all of Star Wars. This little eye that comes out. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
How cool this thing looks.
That was pretty good back in the day.
It's awesome. Oh God, we're going to get our first few changes. Like I just... The other ones were like, okay, it's a change, but these are your like, what were you thinking? Why did you think this was a good move, like at all? How did no one pull you aside and be like, no, we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
Wait for me, R2.
Stop staring at the door.
What's he waiting for? It's like 9 feet above him and he's still waiting.
See, that would kind of scare me in the background.
That thing is creepy. That's what I love about Jabba's palace. There's like all these weird little, like little creatures and stuff you see. And I just had a stroke there for a second because I was thinking about Bloodlines. I know people are so sick of hearing me talk about Bloodlines, but the Leia killing Jabba the Hutt plays into that book, and I'm almost done with it now. Yeah, I'm almost done with it. And in the book they reference that Luke and Ben are training. They reference the First Order, the first like initial start of the First Order.
Okay.
And you find out how Ben Solo finds out that Darth Vader is his grandfather.
His grandfather?
Oh, so, dude, I'm telling you, if you have not read Bloodlines, it's available on Audible. Use promo code DailyDisney. No, I'm just kidding. Get a free book on Audible. No, just kidding. That was a joke. But it's available on Audible. It's awesome. And the person who does the audiobook. It's like listening to the movie. They play Star Wars music.
Really?
It's not like and then he came and turned and oh no, it's Darth Vader. They use like voice actors and they put sound effects in and good. It's awesome.
That's good because you know what? I don't like reading.
I don't either.
So that actually sounds good. I like more pop-ups.
Pop-up books? They
Yeah,
made a
pop-up
pop-up
books
book
with, like,
of
the pulling
Bloodlines. I'd be
tabs and
excited.
stuff.
Yeah. That'd be great.
That would be amazing if they did a Bloodline
Look,
pop-up
like,
book.
who's doing I don't. Spoiler alert. It's a great
Spoiler.
It's a great book,
Yes.
man. I'm telling you.
You know what? I'm gonna have to get it.
And it's
on
one of the
Audible.
few things in canon that sets up after Episode 6, because a lot of the stuff that they're doing now, the comics and the books, take place like in the even Rebels and Rogue One. It's all before. It's like the gap between the original trilogy and the prequels, and this is kind of like, okay, we're moving this way now.
We're moving after,
and it's awesome. It just came out like in like March or May or something. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to start
It
listening
is so
to that.
good. And it's a lot of politics, which I know if you see the prequels, you're like, oh god. But they did it the way you want it done. It's awesome.
That's good, because in the prequels I kind of got a little bored.
It's
with
not
the whole
anything
politics.
like oh, the Trade Federation, nothing like that.
Yeah. Good.
This is my favorite Luke Skywalker outfit, by the way. Whoa, ho, ho. Did you ever see the originals? Okay, so if you've seen the versions that are available like now on Blu-ray and stuff, it's the special editions.
Uh-huh.
The scene where Han Solo meets Jabba the Hutt and Jabba the Hutt's CGI, that was actually a deleted scene from the first one, and he was a guy. He was just a big fat guy, and they took it out. Yeah. And then this is one of the reasons why I hate the special editions so much, because the CGI and two movies ago, you see him as CGI, and then you see him in real life. It's a suspension of disbelief.
It's a completely different thing.
It's so odd.
I mean, Jabba the Hutt looks completely different in CGI.
I don't understand why they felt the need to add that.
I don't know. That's Lucasfilms.
Because I like the way that you see him for the first time here, and it's like, holy crap! Because you've had a whole 2 movies building up about Jabba.
Yeah.
And then you finally see him, and you're like, holy crap! The Jabba puppet cost $500,000 and took 6 people to operate.
Wait, what?
It weighed like 2,000 pounds. Yeah,
6 people to operate Jabba the Hutt.
Yep. 500 grand.
No wonder one of the eyes was like lazy.
Yeah,
you can kind of look.
We can't get any more people in here, man.
It's like, sorry, boss. I'm trying to do everything.
I can only do so much.
I
use my teeth for his nose.
That's the beginning of Terminator.
That creeped me out as a kid, by the way. That scene is very like, oh, Jesus. Now, K2SO, the new droid from Rogue One, reminds me a lot of this droid right here that's operating the mechanism here. When you see his face, look. He looks a lot like K2SO.
What?
See?
Yeah, that looks...
At the very least, he's inspired, at the very least. It's a sadistic little robot, man. He's like the Hannibal Lecter of the robot world in Star Wars. And he's tall, too, because K2SO is like 7 feet tall or something. So that's I wonder if that's the same type of droid that K2SO is. Because there's other R2 units. You know what I mean? So like there has to be other ones like that. Oh, God, here we go.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, no. I had a little Beanie Baby stuffed of that little blue guy playing the piano. I loved that thing, and him as a kid. I didn't have that because no one wants that.
No.
Oh, God. See, that was all it was. Back in the day, it was just that little, the fat chick and the green chick dancing. Not all of this crap. This is all added horrific nonsense.
And you can kind of tell the CGI.
Oh, you can. Oh, not
like. No. You can kind of tell the whole the scene split,
I'm getting
and
like,
it's made
physically
3D.
angry. I'm getting very mad watching this. This is the worst CGI edition. You guys like singing cockroach thing. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, that.
It's unnecessary. Like some of the additions, like even though I don't like it, there's an argument for putting Hayden Christensen's head on the end of the movie. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like it, but
Yeah, no.
at least it makes sense. What's the point of this?
Well,
This doesn't further the plot.
This is one thing that I didn't understand why they had.
It doesn't make any sense.
Why they added all of
It
this.
makes no sense. I really don't get it. It doesn't further anything. It doesn't show any more or less of how ruthless Jabba is.
All it is, they wanted to add
They wanted to add CGI.
music number in there.
George was like, "Yeah, I want to make some
like,
music.
I wanna make some
Return of
music
the Jedi. I want to make it.
So what did you say?
I want to make it.
I want to make some.
George,
music.
can you speak up?
George,
This
no,
is me
no, this is
screaming.
exactly-
I'm very angry now.
I want to add this musical number over here. Sorry, I'm gonna take a drink over here.
Oh, go ahead. Please do with your Death
Yes,
Star glow
with my
cube.
Death Star glowing.
I feel like we're on like
Anybody
a set.
watching at
there's,
home?
There's Kylo Ren and the Stormtrooper right next to you.
Hey, I'm at home. Well,
Yes,
not at home.
You are. All right, so we all know who this is in the costume here. So this is a spoiler alert, not for the movie, but for
Spoiler alert.
Bloodlines. Well, I'll do it when we get there. Never mind. I retract my spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I like how he's eating frogs.
Oh, I just now noticed that. That's kind of weird.
It's creepy.
I just now noticed that.
Now, here's something I hadn't noticed before. You see the staff that Leia has right there?
Yeah.
It looks an awful lot like Rey's staff. It really doesn't. I like to make things up
Oh
like
man,
that.
I was about to.
It does look similar. It's a staff.
Yeah, it's a staff. I was about to look at
Look
it.
at
Real
Boba
close.
Fett being a pimp. He's like, I'll be right back. Oh. This is one of my favorite things. There's a thermal detonator in launch bay, by the way. Go find it. If you find it, take a picture of it and send it to me on Twitter at Daily Disney Blog. So, interesting thing as well, there's an actor named Larry Ward. He did the voice of Jabba the Hutt and Greedo.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I can go that.
See, look at the staff.
It looks almost.
It's similar. It's similar. Rey's is definitely longer, I think.
Yeah,
But it could be like she had two and put them together, right? I mean,
it could be.
I had that little blue guy. I love that blue guy. He's like a little elephant thing. He's adorable. I think I just realized that my Boba Fett mug has his little antenna on the wrong side. They made it wrong. The mug's on it. It's on his right.
Yeah, I think they made it wrong. Oh
no! Which
Return
one's
it.
canon? Those little pig things are creepy. Does it just mean they don't really fit in Star Wars? If it's more like
No,
Lord of the Rings or something.
The teenage.
There's another
Ninja
edition
Turtle.
for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know
A
what
frog eating a smaller little animal thing.
You know the pigs that you were talking about earlier.
The what? The pigs?
The
Okay.
pigs. The whatever they were.
They look like,
Teenage Mutant Ninja
it
Turtle.
looks like what's
what's
that? Bebop?
Yeah,
Is that his name?
probably. We got smartphones.
Is it Bebop? What's
Bebop?
what's the little?
Because it reminds me a lot.
It's like Bebop and something. Why am I?
Getting clarification. Oop.
It's Bebop and Rocksteady.
There we go.
But which one's which?
Which one?
Ooh. Did you see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? The newest one that came out?
Not the newest one.
It is Bebop. I pulled that out of nowhere. I didn't. Were you a Ninja Turtles fan? Did you watch Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
I never watched it.
After the... Well, I had to do something, especially when I got home from school.
I just never... It never gravitated to me. Like, my cousin really liked it, but it wasn't anything that I was, like, all about. This is a really cool visual effect. For the time. I mean, like, what?
For the time.
1985?
Yeah, 85.
I like the detail, too, on the helmet of the little green line that goes across. Like it's a scanner or something.
Yeah.
Poor Han Solo. Getting stabbed right in the chest during The Force Awakens. See the little line?
Yeah.
It's such a cool... I want that mask.
With the voice changer?
Yeah. It kind of sounds like... what's his name? What's my character's name? My friend.
What's your friend's name?
This guy right here. What's his name?
Um...
What is his name? I can't remember his name. We just talked about it.
We just talked about him. I can't remember either. Remember, I have short-term memory.
Oh, man. What is his name? Banjo.
Is that Banjo?
Banjo. I know that laugh.
Hey, Jabba. Look, Jabba. I was just on my way to pay you back, and I got a little sidetracked. It's not my fault.
I love that little guy. I never realized it was kind of like Jabba's entourage.
Yeah.
Lando's mask is cool too, and that is also in Lodge Bay. This is so gross. I'll throw up.
Jeez. No.
Little guy's awesome. I think the most heart-wrenching scene in The Force Awakens is when they get back on the Falcon and Chewie's just kind of sitting there with his hand in his head and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
ugh, broke my heart.
Yeah.
That and, can you take off that helmet? What do you think will happen if I do? What do you think you'll see if I do? The face of my son. He made like $75 million for that movie.
Yeah, just for that movie.
Just to get stabbed right in the chest.
Yep.
This is so cool, by the way. You don't really know what's happening, but you kind of have a hint. Like, because it could be Vader coming to get Solo. You see the robe, and up to this point, I don't think Luke has had a robe. Right? He didn't have a robe.
No, I don't think he had a robe.
He's a full-blown Jedi now. So then you're like, oh, okay. I would love to go back and be able to watch these for the first time again.
Like in theater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just like memory wipe and not know them.
Just go ahead into the theater and just watch it.
There's Sebulba, by the way.
Yeah.
From The Phantom Menace. Now, see, that edition, I don't hate. It's not necessary, but it ties it in. It ties it in. It's not something new completely from from.
It's not a whole musical scene from.
It's not.
George was like, "Hey, George, what did you need?
I got this idea for a
I want a
song.
whole musical Broadway number."
This is the big show-stopping number.
It's in the first act.
Don't ask questions. Put it in the movie.
Put it in a
I
movie.
do a horrible George Lucas, by the way. I've always liked the character design of this guy too, with the weird like tentacle things coming
Yeah.
down. It's really cool. Ralph McQuarrie.
I mean, look at.
I don't know,
look
actually
at,
don't know if he
look
did
at the pig or whatever.
That's
it is,
awesome.
The hog.
That's more like Sebulba than Jabba. Look how hot Carrie Fisher was too. Just killing it.
That was one of my crushes.
Yeah, I think it was every guy's crush.
That
at
was one of my
point.
crushes, like,
Everyone
years
loved Carrie
ago.
Fisher. I mean, I didn't stop thinking she was hot until ever. She's still hot to me. She's still Carrie Fisher. I wonder if she still has that bikini. So okay, so look, it's on his right. I just saw Boba Fett's head in the back. Oh no, it's right. Whew. I can still drink out of it.
We were
Acknowledge its
about to
existence.
contact George Lucasfilms, and
He'd be like, I don't care anymore. I
I
sold
don't
it.
care. I can do anything I want.
I sold it to Disney. I don't care anymore.
How much did he make off of it? A lot of money.
4
4 point something.
4.8, 4.5
billion?
billion. Yeah,
Jeez.
but I mean, is that a lot of money? Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. But is that
But-
pocket change for George?
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm sure he could have made way more.
I'm pretty
I mean,
sure.
The Force Awakens made $1 billion on its own. That's one movie. That's no toys. That's
Yeah.
just the film.
It's just the film.
They made their money back, a fourth of their money back on a film. I've heard people say that they've already made it back like 2 or 3 times over, with merchandise and
Yeah, that's what I
and
heard.
stuff.
Yeah, too. Yeah, with the merchandise, with everything involved.
It's crazy. I mean, and then think about like when Star Wars opened. Like that's how Star Wars Land opens here and at Disneyland. Like that's gonna be so crazy. Because what's gonna happen?
I can't
is,
wait.
Dude, me neither. What's gonna happen is you're gonna have people who are people like me who love Disney and love Star Wars, and love them both separately before they were one.
Oh yeah.
And then you're gonna have people who could give a crap about Disney, but love Star Wars, and they're gonna go for that. And
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna get that money too, dude.
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios is gonna be unmanageable for like 10 years.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able
For
to go
so
anywhere.
many years.
It might just be the end of Hollywood Studios, like as a slow park. I mean, it really could, especially with adding Toy Story too. How cool is the Rancor, by the way? Look at that. Oh, that's so gross. Just slurping that dude's arm down like spaghetti. There's a giant monster. I'm going to get a bone. You just saw what we did to that guy's arm. I have a very serious question about continuity here in just a second, okay? Oh, actually, while this is going on, before we get to that. So in the book Bloodlines that I was talking about earlier, this is the spoiler alert that I was mentioning earlier. There is... Oh, wait, it's not this part yet. Never mind. I keep thinking that... Every time I start talking about it, I'm like, oh, wait, it happens a little bit later.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll bring it back up in a minute.
Never mind.
I apologize. I apologize. I like how there's Jawas there, too.
Man, let me tell you, the practical effects
It's way better.
back in like in '85,
It's awesome.
best things I've ever seen.
It's fantastic. Like,
Especially
even
with Star Wars.
even though you know it's old, it looks better. Like, this looks better than CGI from 10 years ago. Or
Oh, yeah.
from the special edition enhancements. It bothers me so much.
There's a big sigh.
It's like, come on. It doesn't look fake. It's not the best technique of all time, as far as like, it doesn't look realistic in the sense that like it's making you think like, oh,
You know
that
what,
thing
but
is
it's
that
still-
size, but it looks more
It
realistic.
still looks like how it should be.
Exactly.
actually.
So right here is the thing I have a problem with. Why does he have to throw a rock to hit it? Why can't he just use the Force and push the button in?
You know what? That's a good question.
Why do you have to like
Did he get scared last minute
and just forget?
and
he
just
has the
forget
Force?
that he had the Force?
It's kind of stupid, right? Like, you could just,
Was it a rock or was it a skull?
or couldn't he just pull it down?
Could be.
Is it rock or
He's a
skull?
full
Either way,
Jedi Knight.
yeah. I like this guy who's like this fat guy's like it's like his dog. He's like no. Solo and Wookiee. They will all suffer for something that they did not do. He's so sad that his little dog died. Oh, what's wrong, man? It's like your Rancor died. Luke? See, I never noticed something like there's another staff right there. I never noticed how many staffs were in Star Wars until Rey. And
until
now notice all
now.
of them. Yeah. I don't like C-3PO's costume here. If you look at it again when they show him, the little midsection that looks like wires, you can tell it's like a T-shirt. Look.
Oh wow.
God, look how young Harrison Ford looked.
Yeah, it's like all the wirings look straight.
Yeah. Look at it. It's like an Under Armour or something.
Yeah.
You know what? Jabba's gross, but he's got good taste. Let's see, another special edition
There's hope.
enhancement.
There was hope.
There's no reason for this.
the whole CG,
There's no reason for this.
the whole CGI.
It's stupid.
Yeah, no, that was that.
pointless.
Why?
There's no reason for that. I like how they made R2-D2 like a servant. he can like hack into the Death Star and stop trash compactors,
Why?
but right now Jabba's got him serving drinks.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what, you're a cute little waiter.
Yeah.
Hey, although missed opportunity, they should have put like a little bow tie on him.
You know what?
Missed opportunity.
That would have made a difference.
He'd been like all high class,
All yeah, high
highfalutin
class R2.
R2-D2.
Nothing to see. Nice delivery. Even the guy could be. Just stick close to Chewie and
See a special edition they could do now, instead of having this on Tatooine, they could have had it on Jakku and tied in some of the Battle of Jakku.
Ooh.
But since they just ruined it by saying, I grew up here, it's like,
I
well,
grew up
okay,
here,
we know
yeah.
it's Tatooine now.
Man,
What'd you think about having Jakku, two of the exact same planets? Did you like it? Or you like, okay, why not just put it on Tatooine?
yeah. I mean, they basically were
Same thing,
the
right?
Same planet,
It's
right?
the same planet, right? Well, I guess there's more than one desert
Well, it
planet.
could be.
But like, I kind of felt the same way about Starkiller Base. It was like, okay, it's on this ice planet. But then when you read some of the other stuff, and it's
Yeah,
not just a
that's-
planet,
yeah.
they hollowed out a planet and absorbed the sun's power from it. So it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, that's why it's called.
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, and it's the plant from Little Shop of Horrors. I mean, it looks identical to it.
It does, yeah. That's some scary looking characters. You tell that slimy, worm-ridden filth. Now, I was talking about earlier one of the scenes with Luke's lightsaber when he was making his lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
I like that scene, and I think it'd be cool if they kept it in. But I'm not mad at it when you see the reveal here, when it shoots out and he catches it this way first time you see it, because it's a different lightsaber. And the whole reason it's green instead of blue is because
Yeah.
they wanted it to be like a different. It's a
Like
different,
a different
lightsaber.
lightsaber.
And if you know your lightsabers, it looks
Yeah.
very reminiscent of Obi-Wan's lightsaber. But that's super nerdy crap.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
And the lightsaber shot out of R2D2.
Yeah.
Like
Was
full on, like
just-
air cannon.
And he's serving drinks.
Serving drinks.
They're not
Did not
using.
drop anything.
Now, remember when I told you? I think, or when I say you, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience. When I told you guys about the new lightsabers that are coming to Hollywood studios, apparently, I mean they filed a patent for them, so it'd be weird if they didn't have them. And they talk about how they're going to shoot blasters at you, and it's going to have like a guy behind a blaster cannon. That's kind of what I was thinking with this scene here, where the guy's shooting them like from there. That's what I envisioned.
Wow.
By the way, what a stupid end for Boba Fett. Like, oh, Boba Fett, where? It's kind of slapsticky. Oh. Brr. Have you noticed that? He doesn't even kick the guy.
No, he doesn't kick the guy.
He's like 2 feet away from him.
He was. You can tell he was clearly pretty far away from him.
Now, apparently in canon, Boba Fett got out of that. And he lived. Is Boba Fett Snoke?
Wait.
I'm going to
what?
say
Mind
probably
blown.
not if his jetpack was that easily damaged. You can't have that guy rolling
Yeah,
things.
probably not.
That guy can't be ruining things. All right, so here we go now. Here is my thing I've been trying to bring up 3 times now. This is the right time to bring it up. So in this scene, while this is all going on, Leia right there is killing Jabba.
Yes.
It plays into Bloodlines. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. This scene plays into Bloodlines. They actually have video. The Senate finds video. One of the people in the Senate finds video. Or not the Senate. It's somebody who's trying to frame her. Or blackmail her.
Oh, really?
I think that's how it went. I haven't looked at the beginning in a long time. But they have the video of her killing Jabba. And they're like, you're a senator?
What?
Yeah. Bloodlines just got so good today, by the way. God. By the way, Han's a savage. He's doing all of this blind. Dude, how cool is it going to be if we have actual lightsabers and we're going around Hollywood Studios together? Like, lightsabers just...
Yeah.
Dude, get out of here. I'm so excited.
Hey, I'll join. I'll join you if you're...
I'll be there every day.
Walk around.
Dude, I'm taking... The week it opens, that's my week vacation for the year.
Hey.
And I'm going to be there open to close every day at Star Wars. You can't fight off that little thing? He's so funny. I love that thing. Ow, not my robot hand. Poor Luke, he just got it replaced.
And it hurt his robot hand?
Yeah, it shot him right in the robot hand.
Look at that. Trying to be a hero.
Now, you know what I just thought about? One thing they should do is go back and make them not kiss each other as much.
As much. That's the key
Like,
word.
keep one in there just for good measure, but...
Well, George wanted it in the film, man.
He always talks about how he had that planned out. He didn't have it planned out. Nice
Massive
practical
explosion.
effect. It's practical. Look at that. That looks like it's happening in front of you. Wanna know why? Because it really did.
It really did actually happen. It's not CGI and everything.
God, look how horrible that looks. It's so annoying. Why? And just, there's a quote from George Lucas about how he hates how people go back and try to like redo their art and that art shouldn't be altered. I'm like, really?
Yeah, you're talking.
You should be ashamed of yourself. So you can find the actual quote.
That's right, R2. We're going to the Dangler system.
We're going to go find that little green midget again. I apologize to all the midgets out there. Did not mean to offend
Yeah,
you.
did not mean to offend.
Mean to offend you, I did not.
That was a bad Yoda impression, me.
Well, mine's not
That
any
was
better.
me.
George Lucas speaks out against altering films in 1980. 1988. People who alter or destroy works of art and our cultural heritage for profit or as an exercise of power are barbarians. That's the pot calling the kettle black. Dude, look how... Oh, and see now, it's so funny. This is what I love about the comic books and all the books and stuff. Just, I look at the Imperial Guards differently now, too. Because there's a scene in Bloodlines where some of the people who are in the Senate... There's like two parties in the Senate. And one of the people who is like one of the main characters in the book... Ransom Gisterfo collects Imperial artifacts, and they go on like a mission, quote unquote, to get one of the Imperial Guard helmets. Yeah, and just like when you see it now, you think of other things. And it's like, oh, that looks cool.
Young Skywalker.
Patience, my friend.
And when he does, he must kneel before me.
I love how I have the Family Guy version of this.
Oh, me too. It's so funny.
Something dark
Dark
side.
side, something.
I mean, those birds were amazing, or whatever they were.
That shot, for whatever reason, always there's a few shots of Dagobah that remind me of the show Dinosaurs.
Yes.
It's like the same type of effect.
Yes, the same
style.
effect.
It's so funny.
And
I
I
love
think
that
it was on
show.
every episode.
Yeah, it was like the intro song.
Yeah, it
like,
was just the intro.
Not
Not the mama.
Not the mama.
Not the mama.
That's the guy who
I kinda
voiced
missed that
Elmo.
show.
That's good. They have it on DVD. You can get it.
What?
Yeah, I had it for a while. I don't know what happened to it, but I had it at one point.
Oh, man.
It's like a 3-disc set or
I'm
something.
going to have to find it.
It's great. That show was funny.
You know what?
There was some good laughs in that show. Hey, friend. I love that. I won't. I'll be dead in 900 years. We can safely say that. I would like to see like a young Yoda comic book or something. How they found out that he was force sensitive. How he became to be such a great, powerful Jedi. I'm a loser.
Yeah,
guys. I got a lot of free time. Actually, I really don't. But
Yeah, I kind of want to see like just like the backstory
of Yoda.
of Yoda.
Yeah,
I think that would be an.
it'd be
actual-
awesome. It'd be great, like a comic book or something. A
Oh
movie
yeah,
even.
like a comic book. I don't know about a movie, but I think a comic book would be.
A comic book would be the best way because
Would be
then
the
with the
best way.
movie
I
it'd
mean,
be
the
all
movie-
CGI and it would.
Unless you bring out the. Yeah.
Do it now. If you're gonna do a movie, do it now before Frank Oz is no longer with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt so bad for him. Although I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, yo, he died, yo. And then I remember, like, every time as a kid after this, I always felt like the scene was kind of slow. I used to fast forward it, and like I know he dies. Moving on.
Yeah, now as an adult, we just kind of like,
It's just sad. But like, it's such a good thing that like he found him when he found him.
yeah. Master Yoda.
There's a lot of inconsistencies here, though, like that could have been done better. Like in Empire Strikes Back, when the Force ghost of Obi-Wan shows up and he talks to Yoda, he's like, "You trained me," and you're like, "No, that was Qui-Gon Jinn. You have Alzheimer's? Was Obi-Wan have Alzheimer's?"
Hey, he could have.
I apologize, anyone who has Alzheimer's.
Anybody that has, we apologize. We apologize.
Apologize profusely. And I'm going to apologize again in case you forgot. That's mean.
Any comments?
I wish I could edit this out, but I can't because it's going along with the movie.
Let's just keep going on with the movie.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We've had some Star Wars.
Anybody that wants to
Drinks
comment,
tonight.
email me at
Send your hate mail at the Daily Disney Blog at
Daily Disney
gmail.com
Blog.
or over on Twitter and tell me how insensitive I am. But you can't really talk too much because my great-grandfather had Alzheimer's, and I've dealt with it, so shut up.
No, I had family.
Hold your hate mail because I don't care.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Now, to tell me how great I am, you can send an email to thedailydisneyblog@gmail.com.
Tell them Josh sent you.
Brad and Josh, I was so... If oh, never mind. I was going to go off on another tangent of that, and I can't.
No. Don't do that.
Remind me to tell you that after we record this, because that's a funny joke. I'm crying of laughter because I think it's so funny. This scene is kind of slow. All right,
It
Yoda,
is.
come on, die already.
He's like,
Come on, Yoda.
finish.
Scott.
What? Are you
Wait,
done?
Here it is. I can turn up a little bit.
Last of the Jedi.
Last of the Jedi. Pass on what you have learned, but don't do it to your sister's son, because he'll turn against you and kill his dad. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, he gets stabbed. You all right over there, man?
Yeah, I'm still thinking
You're
about
still
the
thinking
joke.
about it crying.
It was so funny. Ugh.
Scott.
It'd be funny if he was like, "It's Leia," and then died.
Popped up again with
Popped up
like an
again.
extra breath.
Leia! And then he disappeared.
It's like, what about Leia?
Now, here's a question, okay? If Yoda disappeared when he died, and
Look at
Obi-Wan disappeared when he died,
Look, yeah.
why didn't Qui-Gon Jinn disappear when he died? And why does
That's
Vader
a-
not disappear when he dies?
That's
See,
a good question.
Because if Qui-Gon disappeared, you could just say, well, the dark side, they don't get the power to be the Force Ghost, which I think is actually
Well, yeah, it could-
true. But Qui-Gon Jinn, when he got stabbed, he didn't disappear. They burned his body, right? On Naboo. Right? When that, yeah, because
Yeah,
it was like,
they didn't buy-
then
yeah.
Obi-Wan looks over at Anakin's like, I'm going to train you. And that's how the movie ends.
Yeah, that's how it ends.
And then
I'm gonna train you.
arguably the best Star Wars film, Attack of the Clones. This movie's a disaster. Happens after that. I don't like how big of a time frame they took from 1 to 2. It's like a 10-year period
Yeah,
of like he's
for
a little,
1 and 2,
he's this cute little kid,
and yeah,
and then he's this
all of a
Hayden
sudden,
Christensen.
yeah.
Now, why does he show up and not Yoda? And why can't Yoda be a Force ghost?
The power was not strong in him.
And Yoda?
And
He's the
Yoda.
strongest of the Jedi.
He was not strong enough.
I don't believe that.
He was not
Yoda's
strong. He
gotta
was
be the
not
strongest
able
Jedi.
to materialize.
Is he the 1000th ghost in the
He's a
Haunted Mansion?
1000th ghost for the Haunted Mansion. Spoiler alert, everyone.
Gross, grim, grinning. Out socialized they come to.
We're gonna grab a drink.
Only
here.
on this podcast can you hear Yoda do an impression of Grim Grinning Ghost. You're welcome, Internet.
You have a Puerto Rican trying to do Yoda also, and does not sound correct. Yeah.
My name is Yoda.
Mi nombre es Yoda.
God.
Oye, muchacho. Hey, calm down, Yoda.
Calm down, Master
Calm
Yoda.
down, Master Yoda.
Oh, wait.
Why you crying? Why you crying?
I wonder if... Oh, never mind.
After the podcast.
I want to do a lower level podcast commentary.
Yes, we do. We need to.
We need to bring that back. You and me need to
we
bring back
need to.
lower level podcast. You also find that people who listen to Daily Disney Blog who also listen to lower level, and I'm like, wow, that's so weird. Every once in a while, I'll get a tweet from someone like, "Dude, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard." And I'm like, "Thanks." It was a lot of fun doing that.
It was a lot of fun.
Have you ever listened to any of the lower level ones?
I listened to like the beginning of one, but I didn't have any time. They put me back to work.
There's some ones on there that are just like, good.
All right, I'm
Lord,
gonna have
we
to.
went
I'm
for
gonna have
it.
to go back and listen.
There's one, and I'm not gonna say the title on here because it's not the title.
Yeah,
Isn't family friendly,
don't.
but it has to do with Bruce Jenner. and
Leave.
It's very funny. It's very funny. Now, I'm gonna say it again. It is not, and I repeat,
It is not.
a family-friendly podcast. Don't throw that one on with your kids in the car.
Yeah, don't.
You
No.
have to answer a lot of questions.
Unless you want questions being asked. Don't do it.
See, I hate this explanation too. There, he talks about like, you told me Anakin killed my father, or whatever it was. He
Or
says,
whoever- yeah.
So it's killed my father. See, now that was a good addition. It looked real. The scene shot before that with them going into the Admiral Akbar. That's a trap. My favorite. But they talk about how he was like, he killed my father.
Is he related? Is the Magikarp related to him?
Magikarp? I
Yeah,
hope
from
so.
Pokemon.
Oh no, because Magikarps don't do anything. Admiral
They just
Akbar
flop
is
around.
an admiral. Okay, he
Okay,
worked his way
that's-
up.
That's good. That's
He,
good.
he started from the bottom. Now he's
Hey,
there.
Quoting. We do quotes.
But Obi-Wan was like, he's like, from a certain point of view, I was right. No,
No,
that's not what
he
you said. That's not what you said, Obi-Wan. That sounds like a few of my exes. Hey,
Hey,
you said this one thing.
That's in another podcast.
Yeah, it's like 5 or 6 9-hour podcasts. Look how big Endor is. I never realized that Endor was that big. Did you? I didn't think about it. Ooh, she's gonna be in Rogue One.
Yes, she
Mon
is.
Mothma.
I mean,
Oh,
she
the
still looks
actress?
the same.
Well, it's a different actress. That's what's crazy.
What?
Yeah, it's a different actress. I think that one was dead. But yeah, she's the
Ooh.
new Mon Mothma looks identical to that girl, and she actually had scenes, I believe, in Revenge of the Jedi or Attack of the Clones. I think it was Revenge of the Jedi, or Revenge of the Sith. I keep getting those mixed up. Revenge of the Sith. He died like not too long ago. Makes me sad. The guy who voices Akbar. Makes me very sad. But she had scenes that were deleted scenes, and now she's kind of reprising her role from the deleted scenes as Mon Mothma. And she
Interesting.
She looks identical to that woman.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like really creepy.
It's weird. It's like perfect casting
Yes.
because she sounds like her too.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
That's why when you said, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
She the right one? She the same one?
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
General AD, we have stolen a small Imperial shuttle.
This guy has the worst beard in Star Wars history. It looks like carpet on his face. Look.
What is that? Dude, he has
Does
the,
not have a beard. Why did they put
what
felt
was
on
that?
his
Was that
face?
foam? Is that foam?
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Foam with felt
Like
on top of it?
what? Like why?
The
Why?
Justin Bieber haircut?
Dude, it's the worst.
Dude, the whole comb over hair?
It's the worst, dude. Like how on earth?
The way he was talking, you looked kind of weird.
His
It
face
just
wasn't
stayed
moving.
the
It's like he
same.
had beard Botox or something.
Ask me against it. Wait, what?
What? It's a weird moment.
Why do C-3POs have to have like the last word?
Because he's a protocol droid. That's what they do. He's in Bloodlines too.
Well, I don't think C-3PO dies.
I wish
Ever.
he did. I wish he died. Here's a good question. Out of the 2 droids that we have now, BB-8 and R2-D2, which one of them dies first?
Ooh.
I'm not saying that it happens.
Roly-poly BB-8.
You think so? You think they would
Maybe.
crush children's hearts like that?
If I do,
See, I'm
please
not
send your
saying-
emails to.
I'm not saying that will happen.
No,
But
no,
if
I
they
have a
had to
feeling
pick
that
one or 2 of them,
it would probably be BB-8.
you think BB-8?
I think so.
I think they'd be like, nah, bro, R2D2 is going to the bus. This
think so?
BB-8 makes us too much money right now. He's the hot new thing, man.
That's true, but I think R2D2 is still coming, like making a comeback.
I don't think I'd want to see BB-8 die. I think I'd be more mentally okay with R2D2 dying. He's been around for
You
6
think so?
movies.
Well, yeah, that's true. But you know what? I think
BB-8 is so cute.
the basketball version of BB-8.
He's so cute.
I know he's cute,
Got a
and he has
BB-8 plush
more.
in there. Makes me want to hug him right now.
Oh man!
He's about getting up and
Now
go
you're
get
making
him.
me feel bad.
Right? Look at his little cute face.
Send your emails to the Daily Disney Blog
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
No, bro, they totally kill R2 first.
They
totally kill BB-8.
No, I don't know, but I
I don't think
for some
it
reason
would happen to either one of them. But
I don't think so, but if it were to happen, I think BB-8 maybe.
Now, see, I think you kill C-3PO if you're going to kill one of the droids.
Oh.
But then you got to change Star Tours.
Ah. We got questions after.
But it doesn't make any sense
It
for
makes-
that
yeah.
either. Like, I love Star Tours and the fact that they put BB-8 in Star Tours and they do the whole Jakku scene, but it makes
Oh yeah.
no sense whatsoever. Now, if you want to put C-3PO with a red arm on there, that would make a little more sense. Because he's talking to Finn.
Yeah, he's talking to
and it's the scene from the movie where they're flying through on Jakku.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. So, like, while that's happening, before you see C-3PO, he's flying tourists to and from a
Yeah,
destination.
tourists from another
Okay. Like,
Oh man.
and then they go back in time to Naboo. It really doesn't make a lot of sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever. I just got a headache.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
Just by
sense.
thinking
I
of that.
love that attraction so much. And then, but like outside is Revenge of the. Are you saying Revenge of the Jedi? Return of the Jedi.
Return.
Revenge of the Sith. It's like he's got the Anat and then the Ewok village. They can't decide where they want to be.
They have no
They
clue.
have no clue. The prequels, because you're over Coruscant at one point.
The Death Star still looks creepy.
It's so
when
cool, right?
When it's half.
I love the look of it. I like it better than.
Or like the actually full.
Like how dumb are they to do another Death Star after what happened to the first one? And how dumb was Kylo Ren in the First Order? They'd be like, all right, we know they've done it twice.
They've done it twice.
But here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna put a trench. It's gonna be a lot harder to blow up ours with one hit. They won't be able to do this one. If they do another Death Star, I'll be very upset. Like, we don't need that story.
I don't think they're going to be doing another Death
I
Star.
hope not. Ryan Johnson's too smart for that, right?
I hope so.
He's so awesome. Have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Watch the pilot, but other than that, no. I do need to watch it.
It's so
I
good.
do need to watch it.
It's so good. He did, I think, 3 episodes of Breaking Bad as a director, and all 3 of them are very different from the show. There's one called Fly, and the whole episode's like about this fly in the meth lab, and
Really?
it's real weird, and it doesn't fit with any of the other Breaking Bads, but not in a
Interesting.
bad way. And then there's one called I can't remember how you say the name, but it's like Osmandier or something like that. It's in the last season, and that episode is where things go down, and you're just like, whoa! And he captures a bunch of emotion in that.
Oh,
And
wow.
It's unbelievable. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna have to get on board and watch.
he has
Breaking Bad.
a very specific type of directing where it's like right here, and it's in all of the episodes that he directs of Breaking Bad. You're in the face of the person.
See,
And you've already seen that if you've seen the episode 8 teaser, like not even a
the
teaser,
teaser.
where it was Luke's face.
Yes.
Which is why I personally think
Ooh.
that he filmed that scene, because the place that they filmed that scene on in The Force Awakens is called Scully Michael Island. I think it's in Scotland or Ireland or something.
yeah.
Somewhere, and it's like really hard to get permission to shoot there. So I think that they just don't talk about it, but Ryan Johnson directed that scene, because after going back and watching the Breaking Bad episodes that he did, where he's in the face, like you're all about watching the emotion of the face.
You know, I'm gonna
But
have
he
to
did
watch
that.
that.
We're gonna do commentary for that one too, buddy.
Hey.
Not, you don't have to do it tonight because
not tonight.
You can't do it tonight, but
Not tonight.
we will do it.
My bedtime has just passed.
Yeah, me too.
Chewbacca was a little bit more hairier.
Right?
He had something going on with like bangs and stuff.
He's trying a new emo hairstyle.
Well, it's the hairstyle back in the day, man.
What's that movement in the back?
What?
Did you see that? Did you see that? That movement
Yeah.
behind Han's shoulder? Maybe it was just like a branch or something.
Cameraman 2.
What if that was Snoke in the forest?
Oh, jeez.
That's a new Star Wars theory. Snoke was in the forest on Endor.
Snoke was in the forest the whole time. Nobody knew.
One of the best scenes of any Star Wars movie right here with the speeder bike chase. And the Scout Trooper is my favorite look of Stormtrooper. I love this look of them. I think they look so cool. It's like the X Games versions of the Stormtroopers.
X Games.
I like how him throwing the guy into the tree just completely killed him. That was it.
Yeah.
Han threw him. Look at that thing. God.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, look, he's dead now. So that's all. Okay, guys, so if you're ever being attacked, all you have to do is throw the person into a tree and you'll be fine. That's what Star Wars taught me.
And they'll die.
They'll die. It's
immediately.
over. Just, they can't take it. Oh, wait, he's back. That's what it takes. The last one.
Yeah, just the
It's a
last
hip toss.
flip.
Go take a day 1 judo class and learn how to do a hip toss. And apparently that kills people. Now, I've done judo before. I've trained judo. And I flipped a few people over, but they didn't die. So I don't know how
No, that's true.
accurate that is.
I train in judo. Judo, no.
Judo's fun.
Yeah, judo, no.
Juno?
No, judo, no.
This would be my dream attraction at Disney. If you use the same exact ride vehicles as the Tron coaster in Shanghai, and you theme it as going through a forest.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Man, that'd be awesome.
I don't like roller coasters, but let me tell you, that I would ride.
You don't like roller coasters?
Dude, man.
You don't do like Rock and Roller Coaster or Space Mountain?
I have to be in the mood for the roller coasters. I'm a real bad person when it comes to roller coasters.
Do you get sick? Motion sickness?
Yes.
Oh, it's never bothered me like that.
I can go on
Thank
the
God.
carousel.
Really?
And the carousel.
Oh, no.
Ride it one time and get sick.
Do you get sick on Carousel of Progress?
No, I get sleeping in carousel of progress. It's a great.
Send your hate mail to the Daily Disney Blog at gmail.com. It's the best attraction Disney's ever done.
No, it is the best attraction.
Awesome.
It's just after.
Okay, hey, whoa. All right, I like the Carousel of Progress and all, but
No,
it's
I
not
do.
better than Haunted Mansion.
No,
That's what I thought.
no, it's not. Yeah.
But how cool would this be for an attraction?
Like the Shanghai roller coaster, the Tron roller coaster, that I can probably try to go
so
on.
cool.
Because you don't really go upside down, do you?
No. It's.
Like I'm asking you if you've gone to Shanghai.
Well, you know me. You know I've watched the videos on it already, and no, you don't.
See,
you
that's
don't.
the thing. I like for the roller coaster. I have to be really into it.
I could do one anytime, day or night. I love them. That'd be so cool. Like if they could do.
The same
if they
thing
could do
just
this.
by doing.
Oh,
this.
here we go. I just came up with something. If they could do 2 tracks like they do on Radiator Springs Racers, and you could race people, or have like.
Ooh.
I don't know how you wouldn't be able to dress up as a better idea. So not 2 tracks like Radiator Springs Racers, but 2 tracks in the sense of like one is on it, like one's you and you're racing against an animatronic stormtrooper.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Imagineering,
ride that
send
all
me
the
a
time.
job offer to thedailydisneyblog@gmail.com.
Yeah. Job offer.
I love the sound of his lightsaber. It's the best. Wee, 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 wee.
I like the practical effects, man.
How
It
handsome
just
Mark
looks-
Hamill was.
Have you noticed he barely talks through the movies?
Yeah. That's why The Force
do you think-
Awakens
do you-
is a perfect fit.
Do you think they're trying to keep that tradition?
In 8?
Probably.
No, he's going to be...
He's going to be talking.
No, yeah. Yeah, no. I have a theory about episode 8 that I came up with the other night. We'll talk about it on another episode.
Oh yeah.
But I'll tell you it later, but I don't want to reveal it just yet.
Yeah. No. We'll talk more about it later.
Squad ahead. We'll meet at the shield generator up behind. Come on, Archer. We need new scanners.
That's what we must do. We know what to do. And you said it was pretty, yeah.
I'm gonna ask you. Did you ever notice that C-3PO? I've always noticed it, but some people didn't realize it. So C-3PO's right leg is silver.
It's like a
showed it to
shade
people-
lighter.
I showed it to people, and they're like, "I never noticed that." I'm like, "It's not even close to the same color. Like, how did you not notice
yeah.
it?" It's wicked.
It's the Care Bears.
Care Bear steer.
I never noticed because every time I watched it on VHS, this movie, I never noticed their eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My brother really liked the Ewoks, and he had we had a bunch of we had a bunch of Star Wars toys growing up anyway, but he had all of these little it was kind of in the Beanie Baby era. It was during the special editions when they were coming back out.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit before that. I don't know. Whatever. That was in 97, right? Special editions? 97, 98. So they were re-releasing all the toys and stuff too. So we had all the lightsabers, but he had probably 10 different Ewoks.
Really?
I mean, he loved the Ewoks.
I still like the Ewoks, and I like them as younger.
I would never buy an Ewok toy.
But I never had an Ewok toy. I had Popples.
What is a popple?
It's like a little, I don't know, nicer looking Care Bear Ewok kind of thing. But you put it into a ball. You stuff it into a ball.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. We'll talk more about Popples afterwards.
I don't know if I've seen a popple.
Hold on. We got smartphones.
I bet you. I used to say all the time, we would, back in the comedy zone, we'd be doing stand-up and we'd be talking, arguing about something. I'm like, we have the internet at our fingertips. Why are we arguing about this?
Yeah, that's
could
right.
figure it out
have
in 2 seconds.
Right here. There we go. Popples.
I don't remember those at all.
You don't really don't
I never
remember
had
these?
one of those, no.
They had a cartoon and everything.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I don't remember that at all.
Back in my day in Puerto Rico. And then here.
Oh, that's why.
That's why. They were here because
I'm sure
because my wife had that one. My wife had a white one.
You don't remember that at all. I wish I did. That's something I have to look into.
I think I still have my Popple at home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're
I just have
cute.
to see.
I'm not going to lie to you. They're pretty adorable.
Not at our house, but they're real cute. I like them.
They are
They're
cute.
real small, and you just throw them in. Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite Stormtrooper. They look so cool.
Yeah, it looks more like...
Looks scarier or something.
Yeah, it looks more like intimidating.
Yep. Dude, what if Wicket the Ewok is Snoke? Dude, mind blown.
A spoiler alert.
I think everything is Snoke.
Yeah, everybody is Snoke.
I saw one the other day that Mace Windu is Snoke, and I'm like, oh, dude, you're really stretching.
You know what? Luke Skywalker is Snoke.
It's Snoke. He's both of them. He's playing both sides.
Yeah,
I
he's
do have a
playing both
Snoke theory
sides.
that from after reading Bloodlines, the book I won't stop talking about.
I think he's both.
There's a line in Bloodlines that makes me think that he is a clone of Darth Vader. And it would explain a few things. It would explain why Kylo Ren, after finding out that his grandfather was Darth Vader, is so loyal to this clone of Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader.
Yeah.
It would explain how he is the head of the First Order, because he's quick rise to power.
Yeah.
And it would also explain how he had been there for a long time as a clone of Darth Vader that no one talked about. 'Cause there's a line in Bloodlines, there's something to the effect of when Leia found out, she searched the registry for any kind of information on Anakin or Lord Vader, and there was no DNA sample.
There's no sample.
And they specifically say that the Emperor must have kept I'm trying to remember the line. I'm not gonna remember the exact line, but basically they didn't keep any samples on purpose because God forbid that they clone someone as powerful as Darth Vader.
Ooh.
And interesting, if you don't know this, Ryan Johnson, who wrote episode 8 and 9, also helped Claudia Gray write that book, and there are certain things that he wanted to be put in that book, and that's just so out of left field.
Little like Easter eggs here and there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's not something that I'm like, I came up with this today. Like I don't even know if that theory exists on the internet. I'm sure it does somewhere, but I try not to watch a lot of those. I watch the ones that are really dumb.
Oh.
But I try not to watch serious ones because then if you're like, oh man, that really could happen, and then when it doesn't happen, you get disappointed. You set up these weird expectations for the movie. But that makes sense.
Someone will make a video of this is how it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hate those videos. Like, well, why don't you direct it?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't? Yeah, shut up.
Where's the funds?
Get out of here. If you don't like The Force Awakens, something's wrong with you. I thought that movie was fantastic.
I loved it. That's why we went.
It was great.
We watched it like 3 or 4 times in a row.
I saw it 10 times in the theater.
In a
while
week.
I was there. It's so good. I saw it the night before it opened, then I saw it opening day, and then I saw it a week later because I was like, I don't want to ruin it, and then I was like, I don't care anymore. And I just saw it over and over again. And my popcorn refill scene was always the Rathtars because I don't like that scene of the movie. That's the only scene in that movie I can do without. Like everything else, I really enjoy, but the Rathtars, it was just pointless. Like I don't like pointless scenes.
Yeah.
This is a pointless scene. They got caught in a net.
You get caught in a net and then you get caught out by.
Couldn't they just
R2-D2.
have surrounded them like they're doing right now instead of being caught in a net?
Yeah.
It's a scary looking Ewok.
That's just a witch doctor, man. You can tell Luke Skywalker almost started laughing.
Oh, really?
Like he was smiling. Like looking around.
Look at him.
Look at it. He's like, wait, what?
It's like George decided to do this?
Yeah, Jack.
I want little teddy bears in the movie. You know, the Care Bears. I want to mix that with the jungle culture.
I want. He's like, I want the Care Bears, and I want them wet, menacing looking.
I want creepy Care Bears.
I want creepy Care Bears. Make millions.
Make as many different ones as possible so they have a bunch of ones you have to collect them all. That's like my most favorite story about Star Wars was that 20th Century Fox, when they were like agreed, or I forget who it was. It's got to be 20th Century. Yeah, 20th Century Fox. They agreed to like distribute the movie, and he was like, "What about the toy rights?" And like, you can have your toy rights for this disaster of a movie. Whatever. If you want your little George, your little action figures, go have fun.
Go ahead and have.
And they're like, "No, what happened?" That's how we made that much money. It was all merchandise.
Yeah.
Is there anything more merchandisey than Star Wars?
Not that I can think of.
Maybe Doctor Who, but not to the level of Star Wars.
Not to the level of Star Wars. Maybe the same because we're probably going to get some. You're probably going to get some people saying no. The Doctor Who is probably a lot more. They could be the same, but I think Star Wars actually exceeds.
It's more global, right? Like
yeah, I think it's more.
Because
a lot
I
more
mean,
global.
while there are Doctor Who
Doctor
fans,
Who started what so many years
in the
here.
50s, right? Like didn't it start?
Well, it started in the 50s, but it got
wasn't
more
here.
mainstream here. I mean, here in the
thanks
States.
to the internet. I've never watched a single. Oh, that's not true. I've watched one episode of the show. I really need to get into it, but do I need to watch it from the beginning? Is it serialized or is it?
No, if I were you, I would start with the 10th Doctor,
Okay,
which is David Tennant.
David Tennant. That's my brother's favorite.
Yeah. He was good. Matt Smith was actually really good for him being like a young guy doing a doctor. That's where I got like David Tennant Doctor. That's where I got into the Doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to watch it. Everyone talks about how good it is. It's just I've seen it in passing, and some of it I'm just like I don't think I could get on board with like the
Well, sometimes some
aesthetic
of it,
It looks
yeah,
too ridiculous.
Sometimes some of it would be kind of weird in a way. I mean, the episodes 11, yeah, I mean, yeah. Some episodes were kind of off, but yeah, man.
Like I don't know what it is, but I've seen it
Look
in
at
passing. My
see
brother watching it.
that Ewok, the baby
It's
Ewok.
adorable.
I want that.
I know, me too. Come on, George.
I need that.
Let's ask George. George, can we get
George,
a baby
can we
Ewok?
No, there's no baby Ewoks. They're too small. There's not enough
They're too
profit.
small, not enough profit.
But like I remember watching like going into the room where my brother was watching Doctor Who, and like that stretched out piece of like skin.
Oh,
I don't know what that
no,
thing
that
is.
that one
It's
was
creepy.
kind of weird.
It's I remember watching it and we were like, "What are you watching?"
No, that episode was kind of.
Is it one
off.
episode? The thing's only in one episode.
Yeah, well, it's in like 2 or 3 episodes probably.
Weird.
But I don't like that skin.
It's weird. I don't know what it is.
Skin.
It looks like. Do you remember Disney or Nick Jr. with Face?
Yes.
It looks like a creepy version of Face
Yep.
from Nick Jr.
Yeah. The Things of All Nightmares.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was like the name of it. Because it is a thing of all nightmares. So that's really appropriate. They're very self-aware of Doctor Who.
No, but I would start on that one for Doctor.
I want to get into it.
We got into it, my wife and I.
Look how dreamy Mark
We made
Hamill's eyes
parties. We made
Doctor
a
Who
party,
party?
of Doctor Who parties.
are. Is
Dress
the
up
new
in our
guy
bow
coming back?
tie.
I know there's like a new Doctor. Is he coming back? I thought I heard something that he was done.
Look at that face. No,
That thing is
nope.
so creepy, dude.
No,
Yeah, no.
no.
Cassandra? Is this face skin's name?
Cassandra.
Cassandra? That's so creepy.
Checking with our sources.
We have been confirmed that the name
We're
is
gonna
Cassandra.
confirmed. Yeah, you can really tell that the leg is different colors.
Yeah, like how did you never notice that before?
It's platinum.
I
and
really
gold.
like this, and I know some people don't like it, but I like that they think C-3PO is a god, and that he has power, and like Luke's using the Force in his little chair to make him fly. I find
Yeah.
it's just so funny to me. Have you ever walked the Ewok village at Star Tours? Have you ever walked through it?
Probably
never have.
once.
I've never done it. I really want to do it.
It was like once.
Actually, he's
Look,
like,
R2D2
I'll
tasing
play games.
people.
don't
Man,
tase me, bro.
He's tasing the Ewoks.
R2D2 is so awesome.
He has to have the last word.
I never noticed that, but you're right.
Like in most of the
In every
scenes.
scene he's in, he's got to have the last word.
Never knew I had it in me.
Listen closely. He says Naboo. C-3PO is good at impressions. I thought I remember him saying Naboo. It's what I always wanted. This is how old I am. I remember having this on book and tape.
Oh yeah.
He says the scouts are going to show us the next bit of shield generator.
Good. How far is it?
Go and make it.
You need some fresh supplies too.
Shield up.
Try and get our weapons.
Go my feet.
Hurry up, will you? I haven't done it all day.
Jeez.
That's Han Solo. It's Darth Vader. He doesn't want us to be together because we're related. Yeah, a newborn, in fact. You remember that?
Yeah. Newborn.
She died giving birth to you.
But she remembers that.
But she remembers it. But maybe, okay, maybe I'm being
Could.
harsh. Could it just be the Force? She's having Force
mind-
visions? Because we
mind
know that's
blown.
canon now because of episode 7. Right? It could be a Force vision of her mom.
Could be.
And she doesn't understand that yet?
I don't know.
It's Darth Vader. He's my dad.
Vader's here. Now, on this feet. How do you know?
I felt his presence.
Come for me. And feel like me. That's why I have to go. As long as I stay, I'm endangering the Vanguard mission. I have to face it. He's my father. There's more. It won't be easy for you to hear, but you must. If I don't make it back, you'll be able to feel like this.
Look, don't talk that way. You have a power I don't understand. I could never have.
You're wrong.
That's called foreshadowing, you guys.
Time. You'll learn to use it as I
Not so much.
Not so much.
I wonder if we'll see Leia use the Force in episode 8.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
It'd come out of nowhere, though, because they,
Yeah, it
don't,
would be
they don't
from
mention it at
nowhere.
all in anything.
See, and I got questions on episode 7.
I can clear them up for you.
Yes. It's you.
You have that power, too. That was from the Force Awakens trailer,
That was
and
from-
it got me so excited. I was like, oh, my God. I remember I was at Not So Scary Halloween Party last year when I saw
When you saw
the
it?
first Star Wars trailer.
No.
When the,
was
when the
at
good
work.
one came out, the Chewie World,
Yeah.
that one came out.
I wish I could go with you.
No, you don't. You've always
I like how her reaction wasn't like, didn't we just like kiss earlier? But it's just like, I want to go with you. I'd be like, oh, God, I'm in out with you.
Stay here.
Stay far away from me. I'm very confused about my feelings towards you.
Then he like just runs flat and like just runs away.
He kissed her again.
Kissed her-
You just told her she was.
Yeah.
All right. I love my family, but there's not a single family member that I kiss on the lips.
No,
Right? Like
I don't do it.
Han Solo being all insecure.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at his stance.
He was like, was he talking crap?
It's like, yeah. Where did Luke go?
Planning to beat up Luke Skywalker?
I can't tell you.
Could you tell Luke? Is that who you could tell?
See, look at him being all insecure.
He's
Guys,
all insecure.
guys, just for the record, don't be like Han Solo in this scene.
So I was like, I just kissed my brother.
It was super uncomfortable. It
It
made me
was
weird.
super uncomfortable. He walked away. He kissed me
And then
again.
he ruined it. He ruined the moment by saying that her dad is Darth Vader.
Yeah. I have a lot of questions.
Now, watching this scene after reading Bloodlines, it makes me like, oh, dude, you gotta read it. That's what's so great about those things. You read it and then
I
you
need-
go back and watch the movies and you're like,
I need to.
I
need to.
because like that's how Rogue One is. I mean, it's a one sentence text in episode 4 about
Yeah.
the rebels stealing the Death
Okay.
Star plans, and that's how they
See,
got the movie.
I have to like
You gotta do it, man.
rewatch everything, and then I have to read.
Read first and then rewatch.
Read
everything.
first and rewatch.
Because you already know the movies.
Well, yeah.
You'll pick things out. You're like, oh.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do that.
Watch this scene here. You can see his head come through the ship.
Hold on, I was drinking. You caught me off guard on that one.
Did you see it though?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Turns himself over to Vader.
This is a rebel that surrendered to us. Although he denies it, I believe there may be more of them, and I request permission to conduct a further search of the area. He was armed only with this.
Good work, Commander.
Only with a lightsaber.
Only with a lightsaber. Only with that.
Companions to me.
Yes, my lord.
My book and tape had them on the cover walking down this hallway.
Ooh.
It was like right here, that shot.
So, you have accepted the truth.
I accepted the truth that you were once Anakin Skywalker, my father.
That name.
No longer has any meaning for me.
It is the name of your true self you've only forgotten. I know there is good in you. The Emperor hasn't driven it from you fully.
And that's what I think his Kylo Ren's arc is gonna be. That like Snoke hasn't
The-
fully gotten rid of every good part of him. I think there's gonna be a scene in episode 8, which we'll have to do our own episode about that. Episode 8 predictions. But there's gonna be a scene, and I have a theory on when this takes place. But I think there's gonna be a scene between Kylo Ren and Leia, where she kind of like, how could you do that? And
I really want to see. Like, if that happens,
really want to see that. Like,
I
that's one
wanna
of the things
see
that, like,
that
if I
scene.
don't see that in this trilogy, it's gonna bum me out.
I'll just walk out of
Yeah,
theater.
you have to have that scene.
Obi-Wan once thought as you do. You don't know the
Power of the dark side.
I must.
How much does it make you want to go watch the Star Wars fireworks? Jeez.
You'll be forced to kill him.
If that is your destiny,
Such your feelings. You can't do this. I feel the conflict within you. Let go of your hate.
it is too late for me, son. The Emperor will show you the true nature of the Force. He is your master now.
Negative Ghost Rider.
That ain't gonna happen, bro.
That ain't gonna happen.
Spoiler alert: he doesn't turn to the dark side.
No.
I'm not done with the book yet, but I think you get a little bit. Well, I know this for a fact, but I think part of the reason why Luke disappears is because some of the stuff happens in Bloodlines. Because there's a big reveal that we know, but that the Star Wars universe doesn't know. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
That.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, don't do
There's a
spoiler.
big reveal, and I think part of that.
We'll
to
talk
do-
after.
Okay, that part of it has to do with why I think he disappears.
Ooh.
Part of what happens in Bloodlines, not disappears fully because they talk about how he was searching for
Well, yeah.
the old Jedi, searching for Jedi relics and temples and stuff. I think that was part of it, but I think part of the reason why he just after Kylo Ren turns on him, that what was I saying? I got distracted by Wicket. That part of the stuff from Bloodlines is why he stays hidden. Tell you, man, that book's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it, or not watch it. Listen,
Audible, baby.
Audible.
Audible.com/Daily Disney Blog. Type in the promo code Daily Disney Blog for a free book. Not really. If one of you guys want to Photoshop or do a screenshot of you trying to type that promo code into Audible, that would be very funny.
Please email it to.
Email it to me at the Daily Disney Blog or over on Twitter. Tag me in it at Daily Disney Blog.
Don't worry, my friend's down there.
The friend you handed over to Darth Vader? That friend?
That friend.
Would you be friends with me still if I turned you over to Darth Vader?
Probably would.
Would you be?
We'll have a drink and
You'd be
everything.
like, sorry, bro. It's all right.
It's all right, bro.
Force is strong with me. Whatever.
Smooth operator, man.
I love how you find out that like the X-wing is like the Honda Accord of the Star Wars universe.
Oh yeah.
And some of the stuff, it's so funny. They're like these beaten down, crappy old X-wings, and you're like,
It won't die.
But that's an X-wing.
That's
It's so cool. It's like no, it's like saying
1985.
a Toyota Celica is cool.
it's my 1985 X-wing. Oh, is it VTEC? No VTEC.
There a Hemi in there, boy.
Got a Hemi.
Got a Hemi.
Wait, you got a Hemi and a Honda?
It's a Honda Hemi, buddy.
It's one of those special 6.7 liters. Oop, sorry, I hit the mic there.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't hear it. I'm sure they did. They'll be okay. If that's the worst thing that happens out of this, that'll be a good thing.
How can he reach?
The pedals, I don't know. 'Cause
Or
they established it
anything.
earlier that the foot pedals were down there.
Yeah.
So who knows?
There's only one left. You say
I don't like that they show later on when like the ATST is around and they show like the Ewoks dying. I don't need to see that. Look, he's so cute. Seriously, how cool would a speeder bike ride be? Gosh,
They need to implement that.
they do. They really do.
Hey, you.
Oh,
Oh man. It's kind of like Dora the Explorer, kind of like Swiper. Every time he gets caught. Oh man.
how about this? How about I just thought of a new fan theory right now. Did you see the guy that had the beard a second ago out front?
Yeah, out front.
What if that's the guy that is Max Van Sydow's character in Lord Santeca in the very beginning of The Force Awakens? This will begin to make things right. That guy. What if that was that guy right
Ooh.
there? He knows who Princess
fan
Leia
theory.
is. I haven't heard that one at all. Have you?
No. Let's start it.
Oh my God! What if that guy's Snoke?
Hey. Another Snoke.
Those are the ones that make me laugh the hardest. They're like, what if Jar Jar Binks is Snoke?
Ooh, Jar Jar.
Oh, have you seen that one? Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jar
it's
Jar Binks as
absolutely retarded. It's the dumbest thing
I
I've
think
ever
that
heard.
could be the best.
Could you imagine if like, oh my, could you imagine if that's what happens? And he's like, you don't. He's like, you don't know my true identity. It's me, Jar Jar Binks. I think
Like, what up, Jar Jar?
I think you'd see on the news that was like massacre in a movie theater, and it was me, and they're like, local man here in Orlando, Florida, murdered 3 people in a theater because Jar Jar Binks was
Jar Jar
Snoke.
Binks was Snoke.
He kept screaming, "No, not this! No!" over and over.
Oh man.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that actually happened? Because
And they made
okay,
Jar Jar Binks Snoke?
here's the thing: he's still alive in the Star Wars universe.
Yes, I know.
So there is a 1 in 1,000,000%, like
It
I'm not-
could possibly.
It is possible. It's not likely or probable,
No, I don't think
but
so.
it is possible that he is Snoke. That's the worst thing that could
Interesting.
happen. It's not going to happen.
I want to see that.
I want to see that. I want to see like the fan film about that.
I would pay
I would see that.
to watch
I
that.
just don't want it to be like real. Yeah, whatever, bro.
Luke Skywalker trying to look all.
George Lucas used symbolism here with Luke.
Yeah.
If he's wearing all black because the original plan for the film was after he saves his father or whatever, he takes over and he's like, I'm the new Darth Vader. And that was going to be the end of the film. Did you know that?
No, I'm gonna have to.
It's a bad idea. It's true. It's a true story. But
Yeah.
That's
Whoa, I'm gonna have to look into that.
that's horrible. I'm so glad they're like.
They just
What
kind
I
of.
want to do is I want Luke to put on the helmet.
What did you say, George?
And I want him to become the new Darth Vader.
Okay.
No, we're not doing
No,
that.
we're not
We're
doing
not doing that.
Hold on, let
100%
me
that is
talk it
not
over
gonna
with my
happen.
buddies over here.
Hang on, we're gonna convene. Do we? No,
No, no, George.
no, buddy, we're not doing that.
Well, I'm going to go and I'm going to make a character named
We
Jar
said
Jar
no,
Binks.
George.
How funny would it be if there was like some secret thing we didn't know about with with George Lucas and Disney, where like they still have to honor his requests for the film, and he's like, I want Jar Jar Binks to be Snoke.
George, how many times do we need to tell you no?
You have to do what I say. It's in my contract.
You know, can you? Well, really think about it. You know, do you think they really have to?
No, they don't have they because they he had like thoughts on the first draft of episode 7, and he's like, I don't like it. And they're like, oh well, sorry, that's what we're doing.
Oh yeah,
Sorry, dude.
he just walked away. He just kind of watched from
actually
behind
kinda-
the fence.
He kind of talked crap about episode 7.
Yeah, I know. Well, didn't he apologize for that? After?
Yeah, he did, but
But I think in the beginning, like
he was talking junk.
completely
Him and James
trashed
Cameron
it.
were both like talking
Yeah.
junk about it. It's like, all right, I've tried to watch Avatar like 5 times, and it's the most boring movie I've ever seen in my life. You're gonna
I
talk
kinda-
crap about episode 7?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Did you have you seen Avatar?
Yeah, I've seen Avatar.
Do you like
I liked it to a certain point, but other than that, it just kind of like went boring.
Yeah, the story it just isn't there for me.
And you know what? I kind of want to watch the second one
Just for the world,
just
Like, see,
for just to kind of see it,
like I feel I'm gonna see it too, but like it's
just to tell people I did watch it.
yeah, it's one of those things for me. Like when I heard they were doing Pandora, I was actually really excited about it, and I have
Yeah.
been since day one, because whether you like the movie or not, if you didn't enjoy the story of the film, you can't argue that environment isn't beautiful and
yeah.
stunning. And if they can capture that, which is what people are probably so sick to hear me saying this, I talk about it all the time when I bring up Pandora. They're not copying the story; they're copying the environment.
Yeah, they're cops.
So, which was awesome. So.
hey,
It's a trap. Here we go. They knew we were coming.
it's a trap.
It's a trap. Be careful, it's a trap. His name is Gil Akbar. Or Gale. One of the two. I think it's Gil. Look at your friends dying. It's possible too that the Emperor is actually Snoke.
You know, I was thinking about that, but I don't know. He looks completely.
To me, it looks like he gets vaporized.
Yeah.
This don't you? Your lightsaber. They did a really good job with his makeup because he was like 30 or 35 in this.
Yeah, that made him real good. I'm telling you, practical effects,
It's the way to go, man.
makeup. It needs to go back to that.
Yeah, agreed. You know, it's funny. The Force Awakens, all they said was like, "We're going back to practical effects," but there were more digital effects in that movie than there were in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Did you think
But
of those
it
movies?
looked-
It
but
looked great.
it
They
looked
They
great.
blended it. It wasn't like
It wasn't
this
crazy.
whole city is like Coruscant is all CGI. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it wasn't that. It wasn't
No,
shot
it
on a green
was-
screen. They were
yeah.
like, we're in the desert with a green screen. So it looks better that way when you blend it. I like the sound of those things. Did you ever play the Star Wars video games as a kid?
Yeah. I don't remember like too much, but yes, I'm pretty sure I did. They were already there.
And these little cute little bears beat the Empire with sticks.
With sticks. Okay, I would be kind of freaked out if I
I guess
saw
in this
that.
instance, it's just quantity, right?
Yeah.
See, Han Solo knows the secret to the beating of Stormtrooper. You just got to throw him.
Grab him and
Grab
throw him.
arms and throw him to the nearest tree.
Did you see that one stormtrooper actually skip? Like kind
Say
of
skip?
like he kind of jumped over and skipped and just kind of wee.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
They didn't color correct that scene.
No,
It looked weird, right? Like it was
it
kind of like
looked,
a,
the
like a
colors
VHS
looked
or something.
weird. Looked different.
Oh, they're dead now. How are they ever going to get up and shoot those things? Oh, I guess they beat him to death. By the way, I would like to see those little Ewok things on those little gliders in Star Wars land. That'd be pretty cool.
Flying across, dropping rocks.
Crunch. Ewok soup. This is where they start killing them. I'm like, oh no.
Oh man, wrapped around his neck.
Unless that
Oh, look at that.
rock weighs 40,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just get back up.
Just look at him like, really?
Did you ever play the Star Wars Trilogy arcade game that they have at Disney Quest? They have it a few other places.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that game. Wedge Antilles. This is interesting too. I was watching Empire Strikes Back the other day when I was doing commentary, and they talk about Rogue 2, 3, and 4, but no Rogue 1.
Oh wow.
So I wonder if Rogue One is a call sign from the rebellion, and like out of it, it's like when you retire a jersey. It was like that, like retire a number with the rebels. Speaking of Rebels, do you watch Rebels? Star Wars Rebels?
I did.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
It's growing on me. I didn't like it at first, and
Yeah.
I kind of kept watching it. It's like it's one of those things where it's like once you get to know the characters more,
Yeah. Once
you kind of
once you
fall in love with them.
actually, yeah.
But I'm really excited
Because
about
for me, I
season 3.
get kind of bored after a while.
They're short too, which is
Yeah.
not how I like my Star Wars.
You want your Star Wars to be,
5.5 hours. I'd be okay with that. If episode 8's 5 hours
with an
long,
intermission.
I'd be okay with that. No intermission. Just
No
power through
intermission. Just watch
like
that.
a champion.
See, my butt will fall asleep. I have bad circulation.
I need an intermission.
There's no intermission in episode 8.
George, no. How many times?
I told you it was a trap.
It was a trap.
I like his flap, his little
His
skin flap
flap.
thing. At that magnitude.
Magic Art.
Magic. I evolved from Magikarp. All right, little known fact. This is actually in canon too. Little known fact. The in between stages of Magikarp and Gyarados is Admiral Akbar.
Little known fact.
I'm about to evolve to a Gyarados.
the things you need to know.
So that's George Lucas.
Yes, that is actually true.
Well, now you're involved, and now George, you're involved with Pokemon now.
Go too. Poor R2.
Jesus.
See what? Just watching that, I don't want to see R2D2 die. Like, could you imagine? That's it, and he just falls over.
He just
It'd be so sad.
short circuited it out.
Go, Gadget R2. You know, Han's like, oh well, let's see if I can do it.
Yeah.
That on the left looks green. See, look here. This is messed up. I don't need to see that.
Yeah, they could have like gone away with it.
I want to see them die.
I want to say that George,
No, we can't kill him.
we cannot kill the Ewoks.
Shoot
but
him in
I
the
kinda
face.
No, leave the office.
I want to see him cry.
Oh man, see, and they cut it right at the.
But George, why do you want him to die?
Well, then, because then you have one that's got a bullet hole in it, and then one that doesn't. It's twice the merchandising opportunity.
Really, George?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's what I kind of want to do.
One of my favorite sounds in all Star Wars is the TIE Fighter screech.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things. It sounds nothing like that.
That
but you know
sounds
what I mean.
nothing, and I went the whole time.
It sounds like
I'm
a
breathing.
donkey dying. Or someone with asthma is having asthma. If you have asthma, I'm sorry. I did not mean to offend you.
No,
Please send your hate
any
mail to the Daily
comments?
Disney blog at gmail.com, and you can send it to me because I have asthma and I don't care what you think.
I had asthma as a little child.
Good. Excellent. Conceal your anger. Let me feel your hate.
He did real good. Like
He's creepy.
yeah.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Oh, did you see that smooth transaction? He kind
That
of
was
did
beautiful.
like a Captain Kirk kind of.
I want my
this-
lightsaber. Give it to me, Emperor Palpatine. I will strike you down with my anger and hate.
He kind of did that.
He
move.
did. It was very-
It was kind of like
I was
very.
I was expecting jazz hands like,
It was like a-
hi, Emperor, give me my lightsaber.
Jesus Christ! I would try to get that away.
But George, the scene with the Ewoks makes no sense.
It doesn't have to make sense.
George, really, go outside.
But you don't know.
But
I want them to do it.
You realize that doesn't make any sense, right?
No, but the opportunity is for.
I know.
I know, but I still want them.
Don't tell me what to do with my movie. Oh my.
Why does he sound like, oh my God? He sounds like, you know what he sounds like? My George Lucas sounds like the Mort from Family Guy.
From Family Guy. Oh my God!
Oh my God. Peter, don't do that.
Please, George, don't follow us. Don't get us for any of.
George Lucas, you would like to send your hate mail? You can
If you
send
like
it
to send it to the Daily Disney.
I don't like what you've said about me and my decisions. I'm offended.
Go Jar Jar.
Jar Jar. Spoiler alert: Jar Jar is Snoke. No.
That makes sense.
Oh man, that
Makes
that
total
would have
sense.
killed.
And look.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. Effective.
That makes sense. Like, more than 2 logs hitting it. How flimsy are those things?
That looked real flimsy.
It's like the Ford Pinto of... Dude, don't hit it! Bam! It explodes.
Just barely tapped the bumper. Stormtrooper almost tripped.
I love you. She should have said... Oh, there you go.
I know.
Oh, no.
Get down here. She's wounded. No, wait.
This is like the most ferocious lightsaber fight in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
I will not fight you.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
It's more Yoda than Obi-Wan, right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe he didn't know that about Yoda.
It could be. Darth Vader would be like, who's that little green one?
Yoda's the one who told me I was not allowed to be a member of Jedi Council.
It's like, finish what you were saying.
Go on. Hey, dude, come on. We were having a conversation. Way to ruin it. Like, just random lightsaber fights. So, the guy who's usually in the Darth Vader suit, David Prowse,
Yeah.
the guy who's the actor for Vader, but
Yeah,
not the
for
voice,
Vader.
is not the same guy in the suit in this scene. That is the guy, Sebastian Shaw, and who's the guy you see when they take the mask off. And he's not as tall as David Prowse, so that's why Vader's always below him when they're fighting in this scene. And David Prowse, when they found out, he was pissed. Because, like, he's not the voice. He wasn't underneath the mask. He was like,
Well, I kinda would be, too.
Yeah, of course. George, why?
Okay, that's what I want to do.
That's what I wanted to do. George, no.
But I've been doing this for 3 movies. I don't understand. I don't see the point.
I
I don't get what you're saying.
Go outside, grab a donut, do something.
We'll just film it anyway. No.
I really want to know how they did the sounds for the TIE fighters. Was it like someone in the background was like, all right, we're going to have you...
It's over and over
We're going to
again.
have you record the
I'm
noise.
sure you could figure it. I mean,
Scream.
Ben
at
Burtt
the top
was
of
the
it.
sound designer. I'm sure there's documentaries on YouTube with
Wait,
stuff about.
wait, did you just say Tim Burton?
No.
Okay. Because I'm like, that
no,
would be
what I just
crazy
say?
if Tim Burton
No,
did.
what's the guy's name? Ben Burtt. I
Oh,
just said
yeah.
his name. Ben Burtt. He did the sound design for all the Star Wars movies, I think, except Episode 7.
I'm pretty sure I remember watching or seeing or reading on how they did the noise, but yeah, I can just imagine. It's like,
The
no,
one
you're going to
for
be
the-
in the background screaming.
We're gonna blend it all
We're
together.
going to blend it in. Can you scream this way?
That's what they did for Chewbacca's. Is like 4 or 5 different animals mixed together.
Yeah.
And the lightsaber is like a sound of like feedback from this TV
Oh, from
remote
the
or
TV,
something. And that guy was just an evil genius. That was shot the two-face looking thing there to symbolize his choice of going to the dark side or the light.
That's nice.
But I never feel like he was like conflicted about it.
I don't think he was.
I think it was more about his father. But I think if
Yeah.
it came down to it, like it does, he would have stuck to the light. I mean,
I think he
I never
yeah.
got any inkling of, but maybe also too, just because I've seen it so many times. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just don't feel like he's like. Except
I don't-
when he throws Leia under the bus.
If you will not turn to the
Maybe
dark
she
side,
will.
then perhaps she
He was hiding like right under a light when he didn't see him.
Yeah. See, but Darth Vader couldn't see him because of the mask and the.
I'll tell you, one of my only favorite scenes from the prequels is where he takes that first breath as Darth Vader.
Oh yeah.
It's so powerful
That
because
scene
that sound is so
powerful.
iconic.
Yeah.
It's like in your brain. You see it unfold for the first time. Dad, take that, Dad. That sound just breaks my heart. I still to this day remember seeing this for the first time and being like, ugh. Like when they take the mask off, like just
Yeah.
being like creeped out by it. Because like you forget that there's a person under there.
I know. Like I didn't even want to see that, but I don't know. Just
It's weird, right? Like
it's just a weird.
imagine that guy being your dad.
Yeah, I can't do that to my own dad.
I don't think I could either.
Did he just throw that completely off to?
See, I don't know. I don't think
Because
so.
he's they're on a
he
ledge.
and he has it in the Force
Yeah.
in Episode 8. I'm assuming, right? I mean,
I'm assuming he just
unless they're that detail oriented about going back and like, did he throw it down the?
did he throw it down on the side?
See, now I need to see because I don't remember if he throws it away completely, or if he has it at the end. If he has it at the end, then he didn't. He just threw it to the
Oh.
side.
The shield is down. Commence attack on the Death Star Vader.
He just makes me laugh.
I swear.
I love skin flap face, man. But George already has one face. Put another one on there. Ah. No. 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 See, but except for the first part of this movie, there's not a lot of special edition changes.
Yeah.
But the ones that there are just like total what moments.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's canon if Jedis can use lightning, or is it just the Sith?
Wait, if Jedi could use
If a Jedi could use the lightning,
use the lightning,
because it's got to be power of the Force, right?
yeah.
No. No.
It's a. Can you repeat that again?
No. Was that your response, or were you doing it again?
Were you doing it again? No.
Yes. No.
It's like it looks
I
like
like how there's so much emotion in the.
It looks like the mask has emotion,
Right, and they did the same thing with Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens. I stand by when you see that beam go by from Starkiller. Hang on. I love that. When you see the beam go by at Starkiller Base, it looks like he's like second guessing himself, and I don't know how they do that with a mask.
I don't know,
But
but you
maybe
can
it's just something
actually
that
tell.
I'm thinking about it. But definitely, you could tell just then.
You can tell there.
It's
just,
so
and
weird.
It's just a mask.
Oh, that sound.
Yeah, that sound of yeah.
This as a kid messed me up.
Log on to the strongest power source. It should be the power generator. Stay alert. We can run out of space.
This is just such a good ending to this movie.
Yeah.
Boom. So some people get mad at The Force Awakens, like, dude, they already did that. It's like, yeah, well, they did it once already
Yeah,
before
they
with
did it once.
Episode 4, and
Exactly. Why?
no one complains about it in Episode 6. Although it does remind me very much of Star Fox. Did you ever play Star Fox?
Oh my
Like the left and right
the
thing
left-
there?
Yeah.
You see the antenna that popped off? That's why there's a square antenna in
That's
The Force
right.
Awakens.
Because I think a lot of people were actually kind of saying that. It's
Oh,
like, why
yes.
is there a square one on?
That's why, right there. And if you look, which is kind of why I get angry at the concept art for Star Wars Land, because it shows the new Millennium Falcon, but Darth Vader's shuttle.
That's off.
It bothers me.
Yeah, that's completely off. But that's Disney.
Unless somebody hijacked his shuttle.
Could be. Possibility.
I don't think so. But, you know,
Well, we can start that. We can start that.
I've been like saying it a lot, and like, look at Akbar. He's like, thank God.
I don't see emotions on
Akbar.
Akbar.
There's no emotion. It's all
No
one.
emotion.
The only emotion I have is squid.
That's a trap.
That's
Like,
the.
just calm down.
You hear that alarm going off? That's the alarm from Rogue One.
Oh. Just that noise.
I'm gonna become a sound effects person.
You gonna Any job opportunities?
And send it to the Daily Disney Blog. And take this mask off for me. I can see with my own eyes.
Look on you, my own eyes.
It's so sad.
It is. It
Not
is
these-
sad.
Not these ridiculous robot eyes. I remember as a kid watching this and being like, what?
I was like, "What is that?"
And he was like, this is like this sweet old man. And they should have put Hayden Christensen's face right there. I'm
They
kidding.
should have.
I don't want to give him any ideas.
That's a good idea. We should do that.
George.
George, no, leave it alone.
No, leave
You're not in
it
charge
alone.
anymore.
I still do what I want.
It's a new song called "Let It Go."
We need to send that to George Lucas.
We
Now, interesting, he actually sounds like James Earl Jones. Did you hear his voice? That sounds like what you would think
Yeah,
they
that
would sound like
sounds
without
like
the
without
mechanical
the mechanical.
breathing.
Tell your sister. You are right.
They talk about this scene in Bloodlines too, where Luke feels like, like since he was there and saw him change and go like, you were right, I wasn't all bad,
yeah.
I made a mistake. He was there to witness it. Leia wasn't, and because remember he tortured Leia, and blew up her hometown, her home planet.
Yeah.
And so he did a lot of horrible things to Leia, and so she doesn't feel the same way about his redemption that Luke does.
Ah. Well,
And
yeah, since
that's
he
a
was
cool.
there.
That's a cool little like, I get it type thing. I'm telling you, that book will like change the way you look at some of this stuff, and that's what I love.
I'm
about
really
it.
gonna have to check it out.
So
Audible.com. I'll have to check it out.
We gotta get out. It's gonna collapse. It's collapsing. It'll collapse. He only speaks in 3 words at a time.
It'll collapse.
It'll collapse. I want to take a nap.
Oh man.
All right, 2 out of 3 times the Death Star didn't work, or 3 out of 3 rather.
Yeah.
So let's Kylo Ren. Let's not do that again. Learn from your mistakes, and think of some other nuclear weapon type device to blow up planets.
I'm sure Luke wasn't on that thing. Luke.
He wasn't. I like how after he tells her she can feel the Force, she's like, I can feel it.
All of a sudden.
It's kind of placebo, right? Like, you didn't know about it. You had the powers your entire life, and then he tells you, and 10 minutes later, you're like,
10 minutes later, you're like,
I can feel it.
Really?
So
You
then,
can't?
with that being said, shouldn't you have been able to feel your son slipping to the dark side?
That's a slap in the face. I think she should have.
I should be on the story team, shouldn't I?
I think Han Solo. Yeah. I think Han Solo knew.
Han Solo did not know because of bloodlines.
What?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to listen to that.
I'm not going to ruin it for you, but
We're going to have to listen
he
to
does. He knows that he's training, but he doesn't. He's not Force sensitive, so he wouldn't know unless Leia told him, or before it was too late.
that. Well, yeah.
Before it was too late, yeah.
Late. Brunch.
It's a horrible Star Wars pun. And the only thing that freaks me out the more than seeing Darth Vader with his helmet off is this scene, because remember when I was a kid, I didn't know that people got cremated, and I remember seeing this and being like, "What is happening? What is going on?" I was like, "That's dark, Luke."
And they did a Viking funeral.
Right?
For
Now.
Darth Vader. I mean,
I have a theory. You want to hear my episode 8
That's-
theory as we wrap this up?
that gets you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
As soon as this happens, we will talk about episode 8 in just a moment. After we get
See
to
how the front end of Luke is
inside
open
of it is
and has
white.
white.
Yep. He was good all along. Here's another special edition change that I don't hate.
Why the fireworks?
I don't mind the fireworks. I
No,
don't need
this part right here.
I don't need this. I don't mind the Cloud City one. That one doesn't bother me as bad as the Coruscant one. That's Naboo,
That's Naboo.
so that doesn't bother me as bad.
It's all right.
Or that's Tatooine.
I don't know.
That's Naboo.
That.
Sorry,
that is
that was
Naboo.
Tatooine. Tatooine looked really nice.
Yeah, it looked real nice.
And that's Coruscant.
Yeah.
You specifically just did the planets from the prequels just to tie it in for no reason.
Yeah. Excuse me.
That is how that statue falling right there. That's
Yeah.
how the book Aftermath starts. Yeah. Did you read Aftermath, the Chuck Wendig novel?
No.
That's how
need
Aftermath
to read
starts.
that.
They talk about
Really?
the statue coming down. That's how it starts. It's like the prologue to the book is that statue
Ooh, I'm
falling
gonna
and
have
the hearing the roar of the cheer of the crowd
Oh.
as you get the news of the Empire is falling. It goes across the galaxy. You hear the news of it. They take little things, man, and you look at it and you're like,
Didn't they change the music?
it used to be called Yub Nub. Yub Nub.
I
don't hate
actually
it.
like the.
I like this change too. Like this,
I like this change.
it's not bad. Some of the
because
changes aren't bad.
the original one,
It was Kitty.
yeah,
This sounds like a Star Wars song.
yeah. There you go. Wait, I thought he died. No, he came out.
Dude, sick party after the Death Star. We're gonna be dancing with short little teddy bears. You in? Sure,
Can
Luke.
you imagine getting that invite?
Oh, here's the worst change.
this.
God. Don't kiss her again, Luke. No.
Oh,
They
close.
almost went in for it.
Oh,
That's so
my
creepy.
goodness.
Now, but, okay, if they changed Sebastian Shaw to Hayden Christensen, why didn't they change Alec Guinness to Obi-Wan? Or to Ewan McGregor?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Why?
Because I don't want to.
Is it George? Seriously.
All right. Well, you know what I think we'll do? Instead of doing the episode 8 theory now, we'll save it for the Force Awakens one. Because it'll tie in after the Force
It'll
Awakens.
tie
we
in
can
after
tie
the
it.
Force Awakens.
So let's do that instead of doing it now. So
Yeah.
that was the commentary for episode 6, Revenge of the Jedi, which I keep saying, and I know that's not right. I said it wrong on purpose. Return of the Jedi.
Revenge of the Jedi.
And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun doing it.
Yeah,
Josh,
thanks.
where can the glorious people find you on the interwebs?
Disney, Facebook, Disney Crawls. On Twitter, at Disney Crawls. And I believe on Instagram, Disney Crawls.
Awesome. Go and follow him. They're awesome over there. I love these guys. And
Yeah, man.
people from the podcast actually know you because of me, all the times you've hooked up helping me with my car and all that crap.
I am your
And,
personal mechanic.
You are, and it's great. I've always wanted to have somebody I could just call and be like, hey, bro,
It's like, don't worry, senor, I got you.
I got you, my friend. I'll
I got
bring
you, my
chips and
friend.
salsa.
Just pay me with nachos.
Deal. See, sound design, Ben Burt.
Yeah. Ben.
Anyway, I think did I say Ken Burt?
That's what I kept hearing. I'm pretty sure you said Ben Burt. I'm pretty sure you said that.
If I said Ken Burt, I'm losing all my Star Wars nerd credit. Oh, well. Look at Admiral Akbar, Tim Rose, that guy. That's it. That was the what you call it there? The commentary for episode 6. Thank you so much. Please rate and read the show over on iTunes and Stitcher, and follow me on Twitter at Daily Disney Blog. And this was a lot of fun to do, man. We're going to do it again
Yes, sir.
for The Force Awakens, and we're also going to do just a regular Daily Disney Blog podcast. Maybe we'll do the news show. Would you like to do the next news show and talk
Sure.
about all the news and stuff?
Yeah.
and we'll
all
figure it
the
out.
news. Yeah, we'll figure it out from there, man.
That works, man. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys on the next show. Have a good one. Adios, muchacho.
Adios.